Hey everybody, I am going to do a review on one of these knives here. I don't even know which one it is. And I'm going to kind of look at this again. This will all make a little bit of sense when I get into this. So let's go ahead and get into this box here. I'm not sure if this is the right box. It is not the right box, but we're going to have to look at this one anyways. So there's that one. And here's one of the problems with this knife. The box that it came in. Yay. Alright, this is the GoldenEye Elite. And of course this is the regular GoldenEye. So if you check out the box here, check that out. And you check out the box here, there's no difference in the boxes. So you pay almost $100 more and you get the same exact box. They came and changed the picture. Now I know it's a small deal, but there are so many companies out there making $200 knives that step up in the presentation a lot. And so you're just wondering what in the world's going on. They make great knives, obviously, and I'm a big, huge fan of cold steel. But when you order this knife and you're waiting and you get this to open, that's disappointment right off the bat. Now, if you get into the knife, it's awesome. I mean, it's just as good as the GoldenEye, plus it's got carbon fiber on it. I mean, there's nothing that I can see that's wrong with this knife. The only thing you could do is maybe you don't like the actual GoldenEye opening, and that's understandable if that's not your thing. But it's hard to beat the spear point. You know, you got your 1, 2, 3.5 inches of S35 VN steel on that, and the carbon fiber is just beautiful on this, which is why I brought out this knife and this knife. Now look at this. This is close to the same price, I think, as the GoldenEye. And even the box is a little bit better. So you pull out your Night Force and you compare it to your GoldenEye, and they're obviously related. Very similar kind of feeling about the knives. Just really cool quality. Man, this blade is really cool. The more I handle this blade, the less the carbon fiber bothers me. Let's get back into that real quick. If you don't have one of these, go get one. This thing is awesome. But this is how I feel about this. Let me just break this down. I'm not going to go into the GoldenEye specs again. There's a review on that already. But let's say this is how this goes. If I'd have bought this first and then bought this, this would have been a lot cooler. That's saying them both existing in the same world is not a big deal to me. Even with that carbon fiber laminate so close, it's not that huge of a deal now. I'm kind of over it. I'm really digging the contours of this knife and just the way it opens and the way it feels in your hand. So I've gotten over that. So if you're looking at the Night Force as a possibility, definitely don't let that stop you. Everything else about this knife is really cool. So I'm not going to change the scales on this one. I thought about it. I'm not going to. That being said, let's go over here to the two GoldenEyes. And this is the issue I think a lot of people are coming up with. Why in the world are you going to pay $100 more, whatever it is, $80 more, to get the Elite over the regular G10? It's just the carbon fiber. Now, here we go. On its own, this is an awesome knife. This is definitely worth what you paid for it. It's not going to break on you. It's got great steel, cool opening. It's really nice to look at. I like the carbon fiber way better. There's even a little bit, just a tiniest bit of texture there. Just it's not as slick as this carbon fiber. So, and in fact, if I had to, I would choose this GoldenEye over the Night Force. I know some of you, that's blasphemy. That's a cool blade, but I still like the GoldenEye. However, you're still getting S35VN with this blade, And all they're doing is upgrading the scales to carbon fiber. And see, that's the problem. Just like this, if this knife existed, and this, you know, I got this one first, and then knew about this one, that would be different. And on its own, standalone, this is a great knife. You start comparing it to the Ganzo scales, and maybe it upsets you a little bit, which it did me. So I understand that. That's not a problem. But that's where this is the whole issue. Standalone, great knife. But if you have this knife, I don't think there's $100 worth of reasons to buy this knife. So I will say this: if you're thinking about getting one of these and you really like this one, then get this one. Because you're going to get this one, and then you're just going to feel kind of meh about getting this one. It's not an upgrade in steel. They're not putting M390 in it or something insane steel in it for that extra $100. They're upgrading the scales, and it's pretty. It really is. It's cool to look at. It feels good in hand. But if you already have this one, I can't hardly recommend stepping up and grabbing the carbon fiber. Not for what you're going to pay for it. Not for what you can get and the difference between these two. You can grab you an American Lawman or like a Voyager or something like that. Maybe you could find a Talwar on the secondary market. So all of a sudden you got two really good knives. But like I said, if this one's talking to you, you're not going to be disappointed. I will say that right off the bat. If this one's got your name on it and you're thinking, man, that black and gold reminds me of the Army football colors and I got to have it, and I love that carbon fiber, then get it. This is not a bad knife. This is a great knife. It's just that you really have to like that carbon fiber to upgrade it and spend that much more money over the green G10. And this is a great knife too. I love the GoldenEye. I don't carry it enough. I need to work it into a rotation. I need to start a rotation instead of just sticking my hand in the jar of candy and coming out with whatever Tootsie Pop I come out with. But alright, that's just a quick review, kind of a quick look at. If you want the full review on this, just go to my GoldenEye review and imagine that instead of saying green G10 I said carbon fiber, and it's the same thing. Great knife, just a bit more expensive, and you got to ask yourself up front if that's what you want. And a lot of people did that. If I had any guts, I probably would have bought this first and then just kind of imagined this on here, but I didn't. I went in reverse, and I'm not sad about it. Like I said, I'm not sad. I like the carbon fiber. I like the cold steel. And get you one of these. These are not bad either. If you just got to have all the cold steels, which are kind of in that mood, I kind of do, then yeah, definitely get this one. You're not going to be disappointed. Alright, so I think that's it. I just kind of wanted to go over the differences and the similarities in these two, and even those two. You know, these are kind of the two big carbon fiber intros for 2017 for cold steel, and they're not bad. If I had to choose one, if you're on the fence, get this one. I like this one better. This one you're getting a little bit more interesting blade. Get that upsweep on the end, almost that Persian look to it. And it's different. It's a little bit different. But I do like the spear point on the GoldenEye. And also like the carbon fiber on this a little bit better. It gives you a little bit of grip there. And gold and black is just awesome together. That's a great color configuration. Alright everybody, I like here, subscribe over here, and let me know what you think. Do you have this one? Are you thinking about getting this one? Or do you have this one? Are you looking? Now if you're looking for a beater and you don't want to take this out to the job site or something, and this is like your church, open up your communion wafers with or something, or got to open up the offering envelope because you accidentally put too much money in, this is perfect. Just nice and elegant and light and feels good. And if you don't want to take it to the job site and you want the crunchy G10 here, this is definitely the way to go. You're not going to feel bad having two. I don't feel bad, especially if you got that dichotomy of uses for it. This one, same kind of feeling as this one, just a more elegant, tactical, useful folder. But all right, I guess I'm rambling now. Let's see, anything else? Oh, get you one of these. Holy heck. I know we're talking about a little bit more expensive knives, but for 20, 25 bucks, this thing's awesome. You cannot beat this knife for that price. This thing's beautiful. Feels good, it's useful, and it's something that you're not going to feel bad about taking out and using, actually. And I can't close it. All right, I will talk to y'all later.